We all know that life isn't about money, yet it would be lovely to be a millionaire. In this video, we're going to discuss some of the wealth-building habits and techniques that individuals have used in the past. There are around 50 million millionaires in the world, so this path has been laid out for us, and we may duplicate or copy some of the concepts or techniques used by financially successful individuals to achieve more success. Only approximately 12% of millionaires inherited the majority of their fortune. So this is an interesting statistics, but it indicates that anybody can acquire wealth during their lifetimes. Welcome to Finance Dojo! We aim to be the best personal finance educational channel you'll ever need. Click that subscribe button and the notification bell right now so you won't miss out. We're not going to get into cliched habits like reading, eating well, and exercising, which are popular among financially successful individuals. Let's instead discuss some behaviors that have helped me 10 times my income and enhance my productivity, and that I have found to be effective. Journaling was the first habit I adopted, although I prefer not to use that term because the majority of the daily notes I make are business related. Others may want to use it. It's crucial, in my opinion, for people to remember and write down their ideas. Writing out long-term goals improves clarity, especially if you're aiming to accumulate wealth or have precise goals for the upcoming years. Looking back over your writing from the previous week, month, or 5 years will help you better grasp your direction when you are facing challenges, issues, or something to get beyond. This is also useful for non-business purposes. Writing things down might be beneficial for those who are dealing with depression or other problems. For most people, writing down their ideas may be beneficial. I usually go through one of them every 3 months. They assist me a lot with everything in my life since I put down a lot of my ideas in them. After the year is finished, I go back and review what I had written. Sometimes I laugh, and other times I think, wow, this is awesome that I've been meeting some of these objectives. In the future, I'll write down additional ideas. The second habit I believe people should adopt, which I learned from watching millionaires, is to focus on producing instead of consuming when they have free time. The majority of individuals prefer to consume content, such as Netflix, watch movies, or find some form of entertainment when they have some spare time, perhaps after work, possibly before work, or possibly on a Sunday. This isn't a problem. I enjoy watching movies. Even the wealthiest individuals in the world like watching movies and television. But I discovered that many millionaires and billionaires invest their spare time in building their skills. Playing the guitar is a basic example, but developing talents in your spare time can increase your value since you will have more skills. This may be something as simple as reading a book an hour before bed, rather than watching TV to improve your human capital. But it's something to focus on and develop more abilities in. You can splurge and go to a movie or watch TV, but try to keep it to a minimum so that you can constantly focus on growing, learning new things, developing new skills, and increasing your value in the world. The third habit is to take a step back now and again. After reading a few books on Bill Gates, I discovered that he enjoyed doing something called Think Week that spans his whole life. Bill engages in this activity. He recently overtook Jeff Bezos and possesses at least $100 billion. Every year, Bill takes a week off to go to a cabin, disconnect from the outside world, and read up on life and ideas. I've discovered that the point of this is to take a step back if you're attempting to progress in any way or concentrate on objectives. It's necessary to sometimes look up from your work and ask yourself, am I heading in the right direction? Gary Vaynerchuk is a great motivator, but some individuals are so focused on working that they never stop to think about where they're heading. Therefore, I believe that pausing and meditating might help you become more focused. I believe that meditation and taking time to reflect are beneficial, so I'll go for long walks for hours at a time to clear my mind and take a step back. The fourth habit, which I believe to be of utmost importance and which I only recently began putting into practice and which has significantly improved my productivity, is block scheduling and regularly filling up a calendar. I used to try to balance all of the different things and tasks I had every day without writing them down for years. To update my calendar, I now just use my phone and Google Calendar. Everything I have to accomplish that day is included in it. Even if you aren't running a business and are just attempting to grow wealth and perhaps invest in the stock market, I believe that having a calendar will be quite beneficial. On a Saturday, you won't even notice as many parties since your mind was occupied in so many different places at once. I discovered that just keeping a calendar is so simple that you should start doing it right now. I still have a real calendar on my wall for this purpose. Since I'm not constantly at my apartment, I no longer fill it out because it's simpler to do it daily on my phone and computer. Elon Musk and Bill Gates organize their days in 5-minute intervals. So this is for serious productivity. Not everyone will want to do this, and I don't go to the level of 5-minute increments, but it does create some order in your life, and having some sort of routine in your life will help. You don't have to schedule out when you're going to poop and when you're going to do all of these other things, but just having some type of routine of when you're going to get up, what time you're going to start working, what time you're working out, what time you're going to take care of certain things, and what times for spending time with family. So that instead of doing what most people do, they find themselves running around trying to be productive. But having all these different things come up, and they're getting ready to work, and then they have to make dinner, and then they have to clean the dishes, and then they're trying to get back to work, and all they remember is that it's trash night, so they have to go take out the trash. Networking is fifth habit I'd want to share with you today. The fact is that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. For a very long time, I ignored this because I believed that networking with billionaires and wealthy people was not necessary for success. I've said it before on my channel, but knowing that the people you spend the most time with both affect and assist you to achieve has had a huge impact on my life. Spending time with drug addicts increases the risk of developing an addiction. Even though that won't always be the case, the point is that if you spend time with people who are successful financially, there's a good chance that you'll also be successful financially. Because that will be a topic of conversation that will take up a lot of time when you're sitting around a table talking, or even when you go out, say to a bar, and you're with successful people. Now I try to associate with people who are motivated to achieve their goals rather than those who may have inherited money and spend time with trust fund kids. I don't think that's very valuable since they presumably didn't work for all of their money, so it's so hard to relate to them. I prefer to concentrate on attempting to get in touch with folks that have succeeded financially or otherwise on their own, and I believe that's simply something I like doing. A great way to start is to simply search your community for real estate investors and start talking to them. You can also talk to people who may have family members who are considered to be successful and ask them if they would be willing to serve as your mentors or teach you how they achieved their successes. To find out what successful individuals did and get advice on your strategy, you may even visit LinkedIn or just DM popular Instagram users. Be careful, because I believe that's a lot of nonsense and you don't want to fall for it. But that's just my opinion. You don't want to have to go out and spend money on a mentor. So those are some of the behaviors I developed that have helped me earn 10 times more in the past 2 years while pursuing a passion of mine. As always, this video is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. You should always do your own research and speak to a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.